All right, hey, what's up, y'all? This is the Reluctant Nabi, back again, and I am here just as I had made a way to get the drums. All right, so this is my live. It wasn't as easy as it should have been. All right, but at the end of the day, this is what's really going on. All right, so as we continue, so Mina and Francisco, they have gone to get the car. Here's Mina.
What lá, there, in another store. And we catch the car and take to here.
Uh huh. Mm-hmm. All right. So basically, hey, what's up, Lamont Ellis? Hey, Texas Marine, simplify, brother. If you can, go and share um, this video on Facebook because I forgot to do that before I got started, and basically because there are some issues that I am having here. All right. So anyway, wait a minute. Let me see if I can do something real quick. So let me stand here in the mist. One of the things that I forgot to do also is I forgot to basically charge my phone. All right, so I forgot to charge my phone. And so this is going to be kind of short. That ain't all I forgot to do. I also forgot to share my video. All right. So let me do that real quick. And now I'm having all kind of problems with crap. So please excuse me as this goes back and forth for a minute. One of the things I started to discover is some of the time, some of these places are dog eat dog. And I'm just going to keep it real. Some of these places are dog eat dog. And when I say that, I mean that in not even a nice way. For some reason, my video did not save on Facebook. Okay, there we go. All right, so as I do this, I'm gonna try to get the message out that I'm on here. And so if you can, bear with me real quick. for a hot sec. So I don't know what's up on my Facebook. Okay, there we go. All right. So I'm gonna just share this any way I can. Now, that's good enough. All right, sorry about all that. Okay, now that I'm backing up. All right. This was this was not the smoothest experience. And one of the things that I'm finding out by a lot about a lot of businesses in Brazil is one has to be very, very careful when dealing with them, right? One has to be very, very careful when dealing with them. Francisco writes everything down. So when I, since I knew what drums we wanted, I made the mistake of thinking that people were just going to be honest. You know, that, a deal's a deal. It's honest, right? I came back here and I was about to leave out of here, right? And so I didn't leave out of here. Um, I went on ahead and got the drums is because they went down on the price. I started to go back and get the great ones, but I ended up getting the ones that will be more fitting to the size of everybody here. All right. So what's going on is now we're waiting on Francisco and Salmina. They're getting the car and they're going to come around and pick them up, right? So for those of you that are new that's coming on here, these are the ones that I went with. I went with these black ones right here. All right. So these are the ones I went with. And we'll be able to get them in the car. I don't know why Francisco brought the car for drums. All right. I don't know why he brought the car for drums. All right. But nevertheless, that's what they did. Um, so as I wait here for them, this was not the experience that I was hoping for it to be. All right. You got to be on your toes and write everything down. When somebody makes a deal with you, write it down. All right. So this is a lesson. I understand why Francisco writes stuff down. I mean, Francisco was just straight writing everything down. Every deal we made, the first day when you saw us coming in here, He was writing it down, right? Now, I keep telling y'all about these women, about this place that the great people are really, really great, but it's really, really cutthroat. And one of the sad things to say that one of the sad things that's going on is in a lot of these businesses, and they trust me, you would think that they would give a f about an NGO, a place that look after children. No, they trying to get as much cash as out of you as they can. All right, the price that was stated when we first came in and we wrote it down, and this was my mistake. So I took the hit on this, and it was a little more expensive than it should have been by about $100. All right, and the reason being was when we wrote the stuff down on paper. Learn from me, y'all. Learn from me because I made a big mistake. When we write the stuff down on paper, when you make a deal with one of these people, bring the paper. Bring the paper. All right? Bring the paper. A music stop that is not willing to negotiate with you, leave them alone. All right? When you go to an area, all right, that's supposed to be competing with one another, you go in and everybody has the exact same price, leave that area alone because you're not going to get a deal. All right. So let me say what's up to everybody. What's up, Lord Vader, Captain Marvel, Simplified Texas Marine, John J, Antonio Johnson, Lamont Hills. All right. So I told you as we are presenting these, um, that I was going to do a live stream and talk about this experience. It's not the experience that I thought I was going to talk about. What I thought I was going to talk about is, oh, I came and made a deal, and they stood up to their deal. That isn't what happened. I came one day, made a deal. Hindsight 2020, probably should have bought the drums then. It would have been cheaper. Let me see. Let me see. By about 200. By about $200. Six. Not by about $150. All right. It's just that we came to look and we didn't put everything together, and that's what's up, right? Oh, we wrote it down, but don't forget to do not leave what you wrote down at home. This is what I did. I was so excited to get here that, oh, we wrote everything down. Believe you me, we wrote everything down. But what good is it if you leave it on the bed? You know? All right. So that's what happened. I left it on the bed. And when I left them on the bed, that was all she wrote. All right. And then Francisco came in here, and I don't know what I know what I was thinking. I was moving too quick, y'all. I was moving too quick because I got a late start in my day because I slept in. So this is another thing. This was a bunch of cascading events that started with me being tired. I've been moving back and forth to the NGO, doing a lot of things, and since I got here, so I've been very, very tired. All right. So that tired, that fatigue led me to sleep in longer than I wanted to. Now I still went up and did my exercise, went down on the beach and did my exercise. All right. But then I came back and now I'm on somebody else's time because Selmina and Francisco was here. Oh, we might be able to do this. They were here and I hope they emptied out the car at least. I don't know why they bought the smallest car for drums. Don't make no sense. Ah,
Bateria cabe. Você
bom, bom, bom. Bom. Tem mais ideia. Eu tenho uma ideia. E hardware. Hardware, metal. Para aqui. E. Uhum.
só faz coisa profissional. Controladores e. Nota fiscal, tá?
Tá. E. Primeiro aqui.
As ferragens primeiro?
É.
Tá.
Okay, so we're gonna start packing this stuff in.
Mas leva um tempão pra fazer isso.
Não, eu vou.
Ah, passou?
Aqui.
A memória tem que ser cachaça.
Ah. Hey, Francisco, no. Arguing with Francisco about where to put stuff is not an argument that I usually win. I'm going to win it because I'm going to just take it out the front and put it in the back. All right. Okay. Okay.
Pode pôr?
Hey, Francisco, no, moment.
Pode? Foi?
E outro.
Obrigado, tá de conversa. Só eu que tá bom? Obrigado.
Olha,
Tem chave?
chave.
Para aqui.
podendo ir, irmão, você sabe que você não vai ficar lá na você. Ele pode ir.
Kibi, I'm not going to NGO now. I have another meeting.
Okay.
So if you could,
Tem espaço para ele no carro aí.
if you want to go there,
Uh-huh.
you go with me.
Uh-huh.
But I will not stay there. If you want,
Okay.
do you want to go to
Um,
NGO?
Yeah, I'll go to NGO.
Então tá bom.
Em 70.
Ele vai.
Hold on, you taking você quer Okay. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. So well, so now we're heading to the NGO. So this has been the experience, right? So all the writing down we did, we wrote everything down. Francesca wrote everything down. All right. But I left them on my bed. I took everything out my pockets. I left them on my bed. I got in a hurry, got a little rushed, and I forgot to bring the papers with me. But this is a hard lesson to learn, and this is a lesson that I've learned that from now on, you know, it's no good to write stuff down if you forget to bring the paper that you wrote it on. All right. And so I'm gonna go grab a couple of the children. We're gonna set some stuff up and see what we can do. But it's gonna eat that what I can chew. All right. So basically this is how my morning is going right now. Well, it's into the afternoon right now. So heading to the NGO and what's up, David Bowman? What's up, Roderick Hayes? What's up, Daniel? Oh, that would no. When you go to another country, it's best to write it down, and I'm gonna tell you why. Voice recording can be misconstrued, especially when the language barrier enters in. But when you get them to write it down, you're on point with that. When you get them to write it down, and don't forget to bring the stuff you wrote it down on. All right. So that's basically what's up. Now, straight up, shout out to Texas Marine. Shout out to G1 who shouted me out. So like I said, a lot of times I don't know who's paying attention to what I have to say. I don't expect people, if you're a man, I don't expect you to agree with everything that I say. If you're a man, if you are a man that thinks individually, I can I expect you to understand the premise of what I'm talking about as a man, right? I expect you to, if you're a righteous man, then you understand my premise. But some of my conclusions, I don't expect you to agree with them. Some of my the evidence that I use as a basis for my conclusions, okay, it my conclusions are up to debate. I put them out in the public, one, to see if I'm really correct on this. Because if there's an error in my thought process, oh, trust and believe somebody will. There's enough smart brothers on my channel right now that'll call it out. Also, I say what I say in the manner in which I say, which is not a nice manner, to figure out who the good guys are versus the weak-minded guys that just fall for what the media tell them. And now that we know that the media are complete liars, 100% complete liars, if they're saying anything, right? If they're saying anything, like for instance, when they said that the Trump thing was pre-planned, they had to admit that. Why? Because it was pre-planned by a group of people that wanted to see Trump in a bad situation. It was pre-planned by Trump's enemies. But see, that's what they didn't tell you. That it was the enemies of Trump that pre-planned what happened in Washington. What they also didn't tell you that since it was pre-planned before his speech, then the whole impeachment stuff is BS. But you got people that, if you go on Facebook and look at the comments and stuff like that, you got people ignorant to the most. They are ignorant to the most. All right. So it is what it is. All right. It is what it is. So basically, basically, this is how things are. All right. We got to be on P's and Q's, write things down, bring what you write. All right. Now, I will say this, even though we brought the drum set from the store, even though I bought it from that store, I will never go back and shop there again. Because they were all over the place trying to get as much money out of a person as they could. Period. All right. So yeah, this is not going to happen anymore. Not from that store. All right. So I'll go somewhere else when I want to upgrade. Someone that can be honest, so that when I come, I know exactly. If I make a deal, I know exactly what the deal is. It's not going to change. And the deal changed twice, even while I was talking to them today. Even while they waited till we all got there, and then that's when they changed the deal. So, it is what it is. All right. So we're done with this. Oh, the other thing, and this is what I respect about the other store. All right. One of the things that I noticed is this store did not have the prices on any of them things. You had to ask what the price is. Right? So you had to ask what the price was. And so this is why it can change depending on who you ask. The other store, they had the price on the tag. So when you go to especially foreign countries, try to look for a place that have the price on the tag. I don't know why I keep showing y'all my feet. All right. So basically, I'm out with this peace, love, and soul. I'll probably hit y'all up when I get at the NGO and probably do one more thing from there. All right. Peace.